Right lads, trade recap for today. It is Tuesday 21st of January. Um, Unfortunate day today. Got tapped out at break even, but it is what it is. We move. Stop loss was moved too early. Really should have moved it a bit later on because this was my invalidation area. But coming into the day, everyone was probably thinking bullish, bullish, bullish from last week. Me, absolutely not. We did have a massive 15-minute SMT with London highs just before 9:30, and then we opened up and went quite mad on ES. We went bullish on ES and then sank on NQ, which was quite crazy. But anyway, we had this SMT. That was the first indicator, and then obviously I used time cycles as well. So we swept previous cycle high, which obviously was London high. We then formed these two breaker candles, which I said for in the group that I was waiting for this to happen, and then waiting for a breaker block to enter off of. These two breaker candles were formed inside the 850 macro, which is obviously where we want the breakers to be formed inside the macro. These two candles are breaker candles. Obviously, the breaker block itself didn't form until 9:18, but as long as the two candles or the candle breaker candle gets formed inside the 850 macro to 10 to 9:10, then I'm happy to take the trade. We had this SMT here, obviously respecting bearish PD arrays. This bearish fair value gap was getting respected. This is where we created another 1 minute SMT. Obviously time is fractal, so if you have a 15-minute SMT, we can have a 1 minute SMT. And then obviously we had one here too. Obviously the breaker blocks is drawn out here, but I don't normally draw them because I can see them. And then we had a change in the state of delivery then when this breaker block was formed. This is what I entered off of. Obviously people might be thinking, whoa, entering short on a bullish breaker block, bullish fair value gap. I don't give a damn. my DOL was lower. As you can see, we hit full minus 5.5 standard deviations as well as London low. Unfortunate, 108 points. Like a 1 to 8 RR, which is unfortunate. It would have took me up to like 30% gain this month, but we move. Yeah. So as soon as we displace below this candle here, this one here, this was a change in the state of delivery. Obviously, this could have been one too, because obviously changing the state of delivery is the closest, the most recent series of up close or down close candles that gets swept. So this could have been one, but also this was it because this would have been a higher time frame one. Yeah, tapped in perfectly, little to zero drawdown, went straight into profit. Obviously 9:30 opened up. I think we wicked all the way down here, and then I put my stops to break even, and then we wicked back up, tapped me out, and then just continued lower, which was unfortunate. If I was in the trade, I would have took partials at minus 2.5 standard deviations, as well as probably full close at 4.5 all London low. Crazy opening to this week. Obviously, we got Trump's inauguration yesterday, which is smashing the charts up. But yeah, unfortunate one. I took this on my live account as well, my live Tradeovate account. Could have made like $600-700 on the account, on my 10k account. But only up $2 for the day to break even, just to cover my commission costs for the contracts. But yeah, it's not too bad. First trade on the live account. Obviously it should be 10k, but I only sent 8k GBP in, so it's like 9.7k. So 10k to 100k still on, guys. 10k to 100k still on. Maybe might trade PM. Not too sure though. I would assume that previous day low is the drawn liquidity. So we had this reaction here. But obviously depends how lunch goes. If lunch manipulates up, then we could see continuation down in PM, or if lunch manipulates down further, we could see buys PM. It's we'll see now in well, it's lunch in an hour, so we see what lunch does, and then maybe I'll be live for PM. But yeah, boys, not a bad day really. Bias is right. Unfortunate with the stop loss placement. Realistically, I wanted it, if we were gonna be bearish, I wanted us to just at least tap EQ with the previous 200 minutes, 270-minute cycle range before trying to reverse. But obviously, literally, if I was a candle over, literally, if I went to break even on 9:31 instead of 9:30, I probably would have been safe. I would have been safe because I didn't get tapped out. But it is what it is, boys. Yeah, it's always another day, always another trade. You know, the 10k account ain't going nowhere. But yeah, what happened to my mic again? I think it went a bit weird. But yeah, boys. That's it. I'll post this on YouTube in about 10 minutes. Yeah, boys. Much love.